Hey folks, I hope you enjoyed watching The Age of Capricorn. In that short film, there was a cautionary tale and a message of great inspiration and hope. Today, we're going to explore the number one form of energy that matters most to people. This is life force energy. As the name implies, it is the basis for all life itself, and when we learn to master it, we will feel great fulfillment, satisfaction, and a deep connection with our spiritual purpose. In this video, I'm going to explain all you need to know about life force energy so you can use it to create the life that you truly want. When we think of our body, we tend to think only of our physical body, but actually, we have many more bodies than just the physical one alone. Well, I can prove it to you. When we get butterflies in our stomach, or we feel really empowered by an exciting opportunity, we feel these experiences. It's not that there's physical little elves bubbling up in our tummy or anything produced on our skin, but since we feel it so much, it may seem that way. This is because our awareness is actually in our emotional body or etheric body. The body is more important than the physical body because it runs on life force energy that feeds the organs, nourishes them, moves stagnation through the body, and enlivens our entire circuitry. It exists as an electromagnetic field that moves through our physical body and extends beyond our skin. It is responsible for our emotional well-being and even our physical well-being. The cultivation of this life force energy was the main focus of many of the ancient spiritual traditions in the world. The yogis of India called it prana, the Taoists called it chi, and the Egyptians called it ka. In all three of these traditions, practitioners would spend a great deal of their lives practicing physical exercise like qigong and yoga, meditating, and using food and herbs to fine-tune their body chemistry. They essentially lived a lifestyle that primarily honored their life force energy, and the attention to their practices flowed through into the feng shui of their homes and the sacred mood of their lives. When they cultivated their life force energy, they would form a connection between their physical existence and their soul, allowing a way for the soul to sit fully embodied in the driver's seat to aim the physical vessel towards its spiritual ascension. But this life force energy isn't something you have to be a monk or a yogi to master. Anyone can do it. When we are very young, we naturally have a tremendous amount of life force energy. That is why there's such a magic and sparkle to children. Unfortunately, we're also subjected to negative conditioning and patterning that we receive from our parents, from our environment, and from society that starts at a very early age. This causes constriction, restriction, and blockages into the natural flow of life force energy through our bodies. Some spiritual teachers believe that there is one main constriction that happens to everyone at a young age, called a chief feature or a primal cramp. Once that primal cramp occurs, it causes a core wound that is then compounded by years and years of reinforcing the negative pattern that surrounds it as each of us go through life. Many of us carry this wound and tend to reinforce it because when it happens, it is traumatic to us at such an early age and we don't know how to deal with it properly. It doesn't help the issue, often gets ignored by others when we assume the effects of this trauma are normal. The older we get without addressing this core wound, the more reinforced it becomes and the less we experience the abundance, joy, and radiance of our own life force energy. The core wound is different for everyone. Maybe there's a particular theme in our lives that seems to come up over and over again. Or maybe it seems like there are many issues, but if we trace them back far enough, they usually meet at one point. The good news is, it's never too late to start cultivating our life force energy. All it costs is a small investment of our prime currency, attention, and of course a small time commitment as well. The tricky part is, we live in a society that causes overstimulation, and this overstimulation actually distracts us from our ability to connect back with our own life force energy. It also drains us of this crucial substance and leaves us feeling anxious, depressed, outraged, and confused. We tend to scroll endlessly on the internet and get too locked into our minds, feeling tired and hopeless, looking for solutions that seem to never be found. Well, I'm here to say we don't have to feel this way. It is our birthright to feel empowered and incredible. When we cultivate our life force energy, we become magnetic to people, circumstances, and places that also have a lot of life force energy. We begin to magnetize a lifestyle that supports a greater cultivation of life force energy, and that manifests in a very natural gravitation towards healthy eating, healthy activities, and a healthy relationship with others. It is very simple. When we have a lot of life force energy, our sense of well-being improves drastically, and our outlook on life becomes very positive. Here is a very basic chart that shows as our life force energy increases, our emotional state and life outlook improve greatly. When we are stuck in states of low life force energy, we are trapped in lower emotional states. When we exist in emotional states in the force category, we can be controlled by external forces. These external forces can feed on us and create patterns to keep us locked there. When we do our own inner work to increase our life force energy, we can expand into states where we are in control of our own direction in life and ultimately our own sense of fulfillment. We can only connect with our spiritual purpose and our spiritual aims when we've created the fertile soil of our well-being to support these. The easiest way to reach the higher states of existing are by releasing the tension, constriction, and restrictions that are stored in the body. We do this by relaxing and feeling through the areas of the body that are knotted up and constrict the flow of life force energy. In order to do this, we have to learn to relax properly. We relax properly by intentionally understimulating ourselves, feeling for the parts of us that are tight and expanding them into the rest of our being. It takes some time to invest in ourselves and requires some focused attention, but the reward is to truly experience nature's abundance and our personal fulfillment. It provides a deeper connection with our spiritual purpose and total clarity of mind. Committing to getting our life force energy to flow easily through our body puts us back into communion with life itself, and then we reconnect with the flow of life force energy that courses through everything else in the world. I've prepared a free short guide that offers some great exercises for reconnecting with your life force energy and getting your soul back into the driver's seat of your life. This can be done right now and by anyone. You don't need to be a yogi, a monk, or special in any way. This is truly for anyone. You can download this guide by clicking the link below in the description. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the other wisdom, music, and films I produce to help you get aligned and stay aligned with your true purpose.